Hello everybody, it is me Casey, and today we are doing Yandere Gojo X Listener Part 1. Yeah, I'm gonna make this into a series. Let's get straight into this. 3, 2, 1. It was another normal day when you got a call telling you need to come in for an interview. You were excited because you applied to several jobs, and this is your first interview. The rest of them turned you down. You're so happy. The interview was in like 2 weeks, so you had time to prepare. You told your friends about it. They were so happy. Then you heard a light knock at your door. You opened it to find a nice dress. You looked at the dress, looking around, trying to find any little sign. There's no sign. It was just a beautiful blue dress in front of your door. You picked it up and brung it inside. You thought maybe somebody gave you this. You continued looking around until you checked under the bra strap. Under the bra strap was a little note. It said, "To the most beautiful girl I know." You thought to yourself, "Ooh, I have a secret admirer." You were happy. You're extremely happy because now you have a new job, and you could also possibly have a new future lover. The day came when it was time to go to your interview. You stepped inside the interview room and you looked at the white-haired man before you. You looked him up and down before saying, "Hi, I'm Yin." Gojo looks at you before saying, "Hello, Yin." "Wait, is your last name Ellen?" You look at the tall man before saying, "Yeah." "Oh, do you know anybody named Satoru Gojo?" You look at the dude before saying, "Yeah, that was my childhood friend." "Oh, we reunited at once. Look at that. That's so great. You know what that means?" You look at him up and down before saying, "What?" "Well, since we reunited at once, how about this? We do a fake interview. You already get the job." He says casually. You look at him before saying, "You don't even know if I'm good for the job." Oh, I already know. Don't worry." You looked at him before saying, "Okay." "So, anyways, I know when you were little, you loved to get spoiled." "It's so true. I really did. And I also remembered that I believe your favorite snack was," insert your favorite snack. I don't remember what the middle snack was, but still. Gojo looked at you before saying, "And I also remembered that your favorite color was," insert your favorite color. You looked at Gojo before saying, "You do? I didn't even think you could remember all of that." He looked at you before saying, "Of course. What? Of course. Why would I forget my best friend?" You looked at him before saying, "Thanks. Anyways, you want to take a drink? To our friendship, reuniting." You look at him before saying, "Sure." He goes and pours a glass. 2 glasses full of wine. You look at him while he's pouring the glass. Nothing seems off about him. So you go on your phone for a little bit while he's pouring. You get notifications. It was super weird. Everybody was saying, "Girl, people are saying that you're gone. Where are you?" You decided to turn off your phone, thinking that it was some kind of prank. Gojo looked back at you, and he was like, "Here you go." He passes you a glass full of wine. You look at it, move your hand around to shake the wine before taking a sip. "Ooh, this is a good wine. What kind is it?" "Oh, it's a simple wine. Just, I believe, like, red wine, I don't know." "Oh. Well, it's still good." You cheer with him. "So, what are some of the newest things that you're up to?" he says while looking at you. So, I believe like maybe 2 days ago, I got this beautiful blue dress that I'm wearing right now on my doorstep. And it was gorgeous. I just had to take it. I found a little note inside of it too. You hold up the little note. I didn't know who it was from, but I didn't care because of how beautiful it was. Whoever chose it out definitely knew what my style was, so maybe it was one of my close friends. Gojo looked at you up and down before saying, "Yeah, most definitely it was one of your close friends if you knew what style you liked." He looked at Gojo before saying, "I know, right?" You guys talk for hours, not hours, for around 30 minutes. I wanted to make it sound dramatic, so that's what I was going to say, hours, but then I'm like, no, that's too long. Before you start to feel dizzy. You look around, saying, "Gojo, I think the wine is getting to me." "Oh, already?" "Yeah, I don't know why, but my head feels all dizzy. I feel extremely tired. I'm gonna have to go." "It's not safe to drive on the road if you're feeling tired. Tell me what your address is. I'll take you home." "Wait, do I get the job?" Gojo looks at you before pulling out a paper and saying, "Sign right here. You'll get the job if you sign right here. You'll be my assistant manager." "Not my assistant manager. You'll be by my side 24/7 helping me with everything." You looked at him before saying, "Okay." Because he was one of your closest friends, you didn't think to read the contract or anything. You signed it. And he looked at you before saying, "Okay, honey, let's go home." "Huh?" he said in a drowsy voice. "Yep, let's go home." You look at Gojo before saying, What do you mean?" You say before slowly drifting off into sleep. He starts to chuckle and laugh before holding you and taking you into his car. Gojo calls somebody. "Hey, could you possibly get rid of any information on Yin and her whereabouts or anything?" "Yes, and also, thank you for letting me use your, building. Also, I guess your debt is kinda repaid, so, bye." He hangs up, putting you inside the car and driving off. He drives you to a mansion-like place. It was a nice house. He lays you down onto a bed before grabbing a couple of other stuff from out of the car. Most of it was special stuff, meaning stuff for you. A book and art supplies, a teddy bear, and a few other things to keep you company and to give you some entertainment. He even bought you some games. He put them all on top of a little desk that was inside that room. Around 2 hours later, you woke up. You looked around. You started moving before you were like, ow, my head. Where am I? You look around to see a beautifully painted room. It was painted your favorite color. There is a rug with your favorite animal on it. And there's a TV, a dresser, a closet, and some other things. You were confused. Where were you? You swore you were just at the meeting with Gojo. What's going on? Gojo hears footsteps and decides to go upstairs to see you were up. Ah, come on. Dang it. I wasn't even done. You look at Gojo before saying, Gojo? What's going on? How do I say this? I was trying to make you breakfast in bed. He decides to go with the, play everything off, pretend like you fell asleep, and you told him to take you home. That's what he was going for. Instead of the, oh, I kidnapped you, I want you to stay with me. You looked at Gojo before saying, where am I? You're in my home. You're in my home. You look at Gojo before saying, why am I here? Oh, because, you fell asleep and you wanted me to take you to my home. He said smoothly. You look directly at him before saying, I did? Yeah, you were drinking so much that you couldn't get inside your car, and you told me to take you home. Oh. And because I didn't know where your home was, I took you to mine. You look at Gojo before saying, oh. You started rubbing your eyes again. Before saying, wait, where's my blue dress? You look at Gojo before saying, did you? Gojo steps out of the room before going, oh, it seems like my food is burning. I'm gonna go back downstairs. You were mad at Gojo now, 'cause not just that he changed your clothes, but to change your clothes he had to touch your body. And a childhood friend that you haven't seen in a while should never do that. You hear him coming back upstairs, and that's when you were like, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind, and then I'm gonna leave. He comes back upstairs to see you, and you start screaming and yelling at him, telling him you shouldn't have done that. When he tells you to calm down, you calm down. And that is it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to make another part because this was too short. Bye!